maison chinoise.
Non, non, non. Attends, donc moi ce que je vais faire... Attends, moi ce que je vais faire c'est que... Moi je vais être comme ça, je vais faire comme ça et puis toi tu viens avec un rose et tu le donnes à l'autre main, ok? Ouais, il faut que tu viennes comme ça, ok? Essaye, juste pour tester. Joyeux anniversaire, joyeux anniversaire, joyeux anniversaire. Tu m'entends pas? Tu m'entends pas? Tu m'entends toujours pas? Oh péché. Oh mon dieu. Ok, attends. This spring has been the weirdest of my entire life. I'm sure each of you can relate. I keep wondering if one day in the future I'll look back at this point and think that these moments were the beginning of a massive shift. We are living in times of such uncertainty and pain. How can so much evil exist and yet so much love and hope? It's funny because when I walk outside, nature has stayed the same. These are still the flowery paths I've always walked down. But things are different now. We are turning the page. We are on the road towards revolution, compassion, standing up for what is right. I'm so grateful to be alive during these moments in time because I know I will remember it as the days the dark turn to light. So it's about 4 o'clock and I'm feeling very peaceful and content today. I've been spending a lot of time journaling and going on really long walks and taking my camera with me and just filming all the beautiful things that I see. It's crazy how happy something so small like that can make you, just noticing, taking time to notice all of the little beautiful things like the roses and the cats and the beautifully painted houses and the old men riding on their bikes. I just feel like in a really good place, and so I thought I would just kind of sit on my bed by the window and script for a little bit. So if you guys don't know what scripting is, it's a little bit hard to explain for me, but you take the time to imagine yourself and the things that you want in life, but you're not just like, oh, I really want to live in this beautiful country, or oh, I really want to have this job or whatever. You get really specific about what you want and you play out scenarios in your mind, like down to really specific details, and the idea is that your brain starts getting used to the idea that this is something that you want to attract into your life. And also the feeling that you get is really, really amazing too, because it puts you in this really positive place. While I was walking around this afternoon on these little cobbled streets, I started thinking about how wonderful it would be to one day have my own house that has like my own little art studio in it too, in this specific place with like a beautiful large garden. So I was gonna maybe script that a little bit and share it with you guys. And if you guys also want to do that too, like pick one thing that you're trying to attract into your life and get really specific about it. For example, if you want to have like a certain job, imagine like what your desk would look like at that job. Even imagine like what your coffee order would be before you arrive at the office. So I'm going to take a minute to kind of write some details out and then I'll share it with you guys. Okay, you guys, so now I'm gonna read to you what I wrote. I have extremely bad handwriting, so if I like stop, it's because I can't understand what the hell I wrote. But here we go. At 3 p.m., I walk my bicycle up the cobblestone street. It's springtime. The air smells like lilac and gardenias. The sun hits my face in triangular shadows. My hair is long and free. The way I look reflects the way I feel inside. I arrive to my house. I think to myself as I walk up, I should really pull some of the weeds from the garden, but I've just been so busy getting ready for my art show opening. I open the gate and a smile comes to my face. There is an easel in the garden and a tabby cat sitting on a small round picnic table, sleeping in the sun. I walk inside through the long glass doors that we keep open all summer. There are fresh flowers on the kitchen table and a bowl of oranges on the counter. I walk up to my art studio on the second floor, taking my time on the winding staircase. From here, I can see everything: the colorful art on the wall, the books stacked sky high on the floor. I open all the windows of our home, letting even more light in, and blast a jazz record. It fills the whole house and garden. I can see from the window that the cat has awakened and is stretching. I throw on an old t-shirt and baggy jeans and grab my paints and brushes. I fill up some water in an old mason jar and carry it outside, placing it on the picnic table. Tonight, I will paint until sunset, until I can no longer see the colors or the movements my hand is making. When I have to go inside, I will be reluctant to call it a night. but I'll go to bed excited knowing I will do it all again in the morning. The reason why this is such a powerful tool when you're envisioning your future is, I don't know about you guys hearing what I was saying, but when I was writing that, the more detailed that I got, the more powerful of an emotion I attached to the future that I was writing for myself. I could imagine the tabby cat, and I could imagine me with my little bike going up the cobblestone steps, and I could imagine putting on that jazz record and filling the whole house with music and looking down from the top of the staircase and seeing books on the floor and going downstairs in this old t-shirt and jeans and just painting for the rest of the night, you know? It just becomes so much more real to me, and this future, it exists. It already exists because it exists in my mind. You know, time isn't linear. And so this future, even though it hasn't physically manifested itself, in my mind it's there. Yeah, I'm not putting pressure on myself and being like, I have to have this, but I believe that by taking the time to be specific about what I want, I am creating my future, you know?
Hey you guys, donc là je suis en train de préparer des petits colis pour ma boutique vintage, et en fait je voulais vous montrer parce que d'habitude je les mets mes boucles d'oreilles que je fais dans un petit sachet pour que ça a l'air plus joli et plus pro, mais comme c'est le confinement j'en ai absolument plus et je savais pas trop comment faire. Donc ce que j'ai fait, j'essaie d'être créative et j'ai fait des petits peintures sur un grand feuille, un papier assez épais quand même, et j'avais mis mes boucles d'oreilles dessous, comme ça ça fait comme un petit peinture en plus. We're doing with what we can, and I'm just gonna put it in this little envelope and send these babies off to Canada.
Pas mal l'épisode à côté.
Alors qu'est-ce que tu m'as acheté aujourd'hui à la SketchUp?
Des vis.
Okay guys, so it is Sunday, or is it Saturday? I don't even know anymore. That is what happens. I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but I feel like I am losing all track of time and space and everything. So right now I am getting ready to go out virtually to a virtual nightclub. It's my friend Elizabeth's birthday, and if you've been following me for a while, like, you would know that every birthday that is in my like little friends group, we make like a big deal out of it. Like, I just think it's so important to make your friends feel special and like they're queens, and we just like to go all out and do like special things for each other. But yeah, if you've been following me, you've probably seen like our little birthday vlogs and things, but since we are in quarantine, as y'all know, we decided to do like a little virtual night out. I've never done a makeup tutorial on my channel, and the reason is because, like, I know kind of how to do makeup because I was in theater for most of my life, and in theater you have to do like really dramatic makeup so that when you're on stage and the lights hit you, it just like pops out. So yeah, I learned from like girls that do dance and things like that. But I just did like my eyes pretty dark. I did like that little flower shape of my eyes that y'all know I love, and then I did my mascara white, and I think I'm actually going to write on my face happy birthday, joyeux anniv, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, c'est mon amie. But I can't find my freaking eyeliner. Let me know if this happens to you guys, because it literally happens to me every single time. When I don't need my eyeliner, I can always find it. It's always rolling around somewhere, but when I need it, when I need that bitch, I can never find it. So my sister actually gave me these like bougie liquid lipsticks, and that's what I kind of used. And so I just blended up top, then did my little Star Wars dots, and then this is actually an earring. But I always love putting earrings in my hair because it's like a little crown. It's like I'm bedazzling my hair, you know? So yeah, I might actually ask Alex to help me with writing happy birthday, but I don't know where I would put it. Maybe on my forehead? Or maybe I'll just do like a little heart with like an E in it for Elizabeth because it's her birthday. Oh my gosh. I don't even know, man. I can't believe this is life now. I actually just found out that my school is not going to reopen until October, and next year is going to be my senior year. So I'm in my master's, if y'all are new here, at an art school in Paris, and I'm going into my master's next year. However, because we kind of lost this semester, let me do my makeup because fuck, I don't even know what time it is. Like I said, we're not going back until October, which obviously sucks for everybody, but it sucks for me for my YouTube as well because I wanted to continue doing that documentary series, which is The Artists of Tomorrow, where I film people in art school or people around Paris about their art and their creative work. And so that's kind of been put on hold, but like everything's been put on hold, you know. I honestly feel like this time for me has been like a really big blessing because before, when I wasn't at school, because I have like a really liberal school where you can kind of come and go, if I wasn't at school I would feel really guilty, and if I was like at home working on videos. But if I was at school I would be like, I have a million things to do. So it's been a really big blessing also because I feel like I've had like a new routine of like, I actually take time for myself. Like I wake up in the morning, I do yoga and stretches, and I write in my journal. And I have the journal that I have right now, like the cover of it says prayer is the key that unlocks every door. And I feel like just seeing that every day has really reminded me of like my spirituality and trying to just be connected with myself all the time, because I feel like, especially if you're somebody that's creative and you have like a million things on your plate, you can easily get distracted by like one of those things and not really come back to yourself. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I feel like also before, like when you have a lot of things going on in your life, I kind of got in a rut of like, sometimes I would just feel angry a lot and like stressed because I had so much going on. But I feel like really taking the time to listen to myself has helped me. Like yesterday I just went out on a walk and I just was walking around feeling so grateful because I've been getting back into like the law of attraction and really feeling like my thoughts are going to manifest my future, you know? And that's what's so great about keeping a journal is I was looking back at things like a year ago and I was looking at like my manifestations and things and I was like taking the time to have written those things out. Like there's so many things that have actually come true, you know? I've been listening to Oprah's Soulful podcast, I think it's called, and she has like all these amazing guests on her show. Love you, Oprah. If you're watching this, I'm sure you're not, but can you imagine? Oprah's just like, what am I gonna do tonight? Let me turn on the Purple Palace. I don't think so, but oops, if you're out there. Anyway, she had a guest on her show and she was saying like, if you want to know what your future is going to look like, look at the thoughts that you're having today. And that like really resonated with me because I was like, that is so true. Like when you believe you can do something and every day you're like positive and thinking about it and you have that goal in your mind, you create your reality. You know, like things that I didn't think were possible 10 years ago became possible because I started becoming positive and things. So I'm also planning on making a video about like confidence and things like that soon, because even though I'm obviously on my own journey and I don't know everything, I feel like I have like a lot to say about the subject because I used to be somebody that would care a lot about what people would think about me, like in middle school and high school. Like I got hurt a lot because I was very vulnerable and sensitive, and so I want to help you guys, and I get a lot of messages because I guess people think that I'm very confident, which I am, but like not in like a braggy way. I just feel like I really have taken the time to get to know myself and love myself, and so yeah, I want to do that Q&A soon to like share that with you guys and maybe help you. But obviously I'm still working through things all the time, you know. I was about to ask Alex to write happy birthday Elizabeth on my face, but I'm like, he's gonna mess it up. Like, where is the confidence? Like, I should have confidence because even if he messes it up, it might be kind of funny, you know? Imagine like we're gonna go on Zoom with my friend and like she sees my face and I'm just like, happy birthday. Getting jiggy with it, na 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 na. Getting jiggy with it, na 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 na. I've also been getting a lot of questions of people asking me to do like an apartment tour, and like you guys do not even know. This has been something that I've been thinking about for a while, but like I just don't like every time I see like an apartment tour or like other YouTubers, they're so like clean, you know, like they're so like proper and clean and they have like house plants. I'm just like, I'm like a student like trying to figure things out, like don't have time to do shit, like don't have time to do the dishes. Like I don't even know if I showed you guys, like this is my freaking makeup situation. Oh great, shit, I think I'm just gonna do a heart with the letter E in it. Oh my god, I'm gonna fuck it up, I just know it. Oh my god, what time is it? Alors, oh my god, no, this is like, oh my god, do you see this? Anyway. Oh my god. I always do this. I always make one of the hunches bigger than the other. I always do it. Also, that looks like shit. Oh my god. Alright, well, let's fill it in. Oh my god, notre rendez-vous c'est à 21h. Je suis pas prête, putain. J'étais en train de bavarder comme une puce. We're just gonna do a quick little E and we'll be like, sorry I'm late. Anyway, Parisians are always late, so what are they gonna do about it? Shit. Brace face! My life is complicated, boyfriends. Don't wanna talk about it, brace face. Oh god, wait a second, but this is like a mirror of me, so if I did an E, how would she see it? I don't know. Fuck. Oh, I hate myself. No, I don't hate you. I love you. Like this video if you also talk to yourself. E for Elizabeth. Watch that. Is that backwards, you guys? It looks so stupid. I guess I'm gonna get my computer. Joyeux anniversaire, joyeux anniversaire. Tu m'entends pas? Tu m'entends pas? Tu m'entends toujours pas? Oh péché. En fait, ça disait sur mon écran que toi, t'étais pas connecté à ton audio. Oh my gosh, you guys, my apartment is an absolute mess because the entire morning I've been painting, and as y'all know, I don't have an art studio anymore, so it gets pretty messy in here. Like paper, glue, everything everywhere, paint. I spilled some purple paint on the carpet. It's kind of crazy. I thought that I would film because I'm actually going to Pantin, which is a really close suburb of Paris, to check out an art studio for the summer. It's a really big studio and a really fair price, so I'm gonna check it out. Hopefully it works, because then I'll be able to make sculptures and like really big format things. En vrai dire, ça va juste être génial d'avoir un endroit pour créer pour l'été, un endroit qui est rien que pour moi, parce qu'ici c'est pas du tout possible. I'm not sure if I'll be able to film inside, but I thought that I would take you around there anyway, and maybe afterwards we'll like walk around a bit. Okay you guys, so I just left the little art studio tour of the place that I might rent for the summer. I'm gonna go get a bottle of wine to celebrate. I don't know if it's something to celebrate yet. I have to kind of wait and see. I'll explain when I get home, because I'm gonna get a bottle of wine. Do you guys want to see what the inside of a Paris supermarket looks like? I don't think I've ever filmed that. Here, I'll take you guys with me. If you're wondering why I still have my jacket on, it's because I am literally, I'm always freezing cold. Let me know if you guys can relate to that. So I visited the art studio. First of all, there's chickens. Like there's like this little garden area and there's like chickens, and honestly it ticked off all the boxes on my list of like what I'm looking for in an art studio. However, when I got there, the guy told me that he just found out that the landlady is going to take back the studio in October, so at best he could rent it to me July and August, and even that he's not really sure, because if she wants the studio back sooner, then he'll just have to like use that time to move out, where normally he was going to go on vacation. So I am still like looking at other options because I don't think I'm going to be able to go anywhere this summer just because of the coronavirus, and I want to have like a studio space so that I can work and make sculptures and everything. So I also applied for a residency this summer, and it's for 4 months, and it's actually with like a bunch of other artists. So I'd have my own like studio space, but it would be like in this sort of like association where there are like tons of other artists. So that would be really cool too, because they have like a lot of activities and I would be able to hang out with other artists during the summer. That's where we're at with our art studio situation right now. Really hoping I get a space at the Grande Voisin, because a whole summer without being able to go anywhere, without, you know, being able to work, like really work on my stuff. Like I've been making like small paintings here and there, but it's just, I can't really work where I'm at now. So fingers crossed.
Now let's look at what's happening for you. On the 4th of the month, we've got a lunar eclipse happening up here in your 11th house, lovely Aquarians. A lunar eclipse shines a light in an area wanting you particularly to make changes. Yes, when the moon becomes full, it's a time when people go a little crazy sometimes, but it's also an opportunity for things to change, to move.
Oh shit, you're really gonna perform for us. Let's... hold on. Donc là, on est à la Tuilerie. Waouh! Oh!